This is Lucky Smith at Chino Hills, and I'm here with
James of Snakehead.
And what instrument do you play?
I'll tell you, tonight I'm playing drums with Snakehead.
And I understand that you have a history with Snakehead.
Yeah, Steve and I go back to childhood, and I helped start Snakehead on playing bass, even though I was a drummer at the time playing bass, helped him write some of the songs, and left the band to do some other gigging, and then the drummer left, and I came back on the instrument that is the instrument that I've been playing since a kid, drums, and so I'm having a blast playing with friends that I go way, way back with, playing my favorite instrument and rocking it real hard, old school style.
How long have you been back with the band now?
So I think it's been 6 months or so.
6 months?
Yeah.
And you said that this is very nostalgic for you, playing with your childhood friends.
Oh yeah.
So, like, do you want to say some of your favorite songs that you guys play together that really captures that emotion?
Oh, the cover tunes that we do, definitely. Like tonight, the War Pigs and Rock Candy. We're playing those as in junior high, and now, here we are a few years later, jamming on them again.
And do you guys have any upcoming shows?
Yeah. Steve does the booking. You'll talk to him a little later. Ask him what we got going.
And what is your favorite song to play as a drummer, as a kid?
Looking at tonight, War Pigs was real fun one to play. And then
I saw you like smiling while I was taking pictures. And, yeah. And then what were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no,
that War Pigs
was a
fun one. And how is it like? You left the band for a while, then you came back. Was it awkward at first, or how was it as a returning member?
No, we go way back, so it was no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, and I live a little further away from the rest of the guys, so when I left, it was because I wanted to be gigging, and I wanted to go play some gigs near where I live.
Where do you live at?
Kind of down south, closer to San Diego.
Oh wow! So you drove all the way from San Diego?
Well, north part of San Diego, yeah.
Okay,
it's not that bad.
Chino.
I drive a lot, so it's cool. Playing with these guys, it's well worth the drive.
How do you guys do the rehearsals then? We said there's such a distance between you and the band.
I have a studio about halfway between us.
Okay.
And so we alternate. They come to my studio 1 week, and then I drive up to their studio here at Rancho Cucamonga the following week. So that's pretty
alternating.
cool.
Yeah. Okay. And do you own your studio, or do you just have a studio that you work at?
It's a house. I bought an extra house just to jam in and have fun. So I have a house with my family and all that, and then
you have your rock house.
I have my rock house.
Wow. And you've been playing drums now for how long?
Well, 45 years.
Do you have any advice for any aspiring drummers out there, people who are interested in learning how to play or wanting to go into this business?
I watch these young kids play, and I'm amazed the things that the younger kids are doing these days. It's funny. We'll play a show with some younger bands.
Yeah.
And I'll be looking at the younger kids going, "Damn, that's what I was doing 30 years ago." Similar stuff.
Yeah.
Watching them also do some new techniques, and then so I'll be thinking that about them. But they'll come up to me later in the evening and kind of talk as the veteran, drummer, and say some cool stuff about the grooves and the beats that I get going, which is a little bit more of my thing is to get some good grooves going and trying to get girls dancing and moving. And tonight I saw a few swaying and puts a big smile on my face and makes me keep playing.
So that's your favorite part, is watching people dancing to your music as well?
Oh yeah.
And you say you played bass before. Is there any other instruments that you know how to play?
Most of the rock instruments, but I've been in bands playing bass and drums. I'm kind of a rhythm section guy.
Oh, okay.
And do some singing as well, but drums I've been playing drums.
Drums is your baby. That's your favorite.
I've been doing it since almost a baby.
Wow.
A little kid banging on the drums.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you want to add to the interview? interview before we wrap things up?
Yeah, no, it was a blast. Pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Very much so.
Thank you. This is Lucky Smith saying goodnight. Hi, this is Lucky Smith in Chino Hills at Shamrocks. I'm here with
Adam Weber.
Steve Doherty.
Mike David.
Gotta think about it.
from Snakehead. And so you guys have a new drummer now. Go ahead and tell me the story of how it feels coming back, bringing Rick back.
Well, basically, I'm about right here.
Okay.
Basically, when we first met him, I met him as a bass player. And who knew that he was a bass player? I had no idea. And sure as shit, as time progressed, they told me about him, and when I saw that he could actually play drums, I was blown away. And I'm so happy he's in the band, man. I mean, it's great to see James again. I mean, he's such a good guy, and he's so mellow. And it's great to have him around as you know what's even better is he's an original member.
Yeah, he was
And the band fell apart completely. We had a 5-member band. It fell apart. Steve wanted to keep it going. So he called Mike and I, and he said, "Come on, let's keep this going, man." And that's how we reformed this little 4-piece. And we play. I mean, when you met us, we had a son playing with us.
Yeah.
Which was cool. You know, I thought, all right, that's cool. But then now that we got Homeboy in, it's kind of like family again. You know what I mean? So.
I'll tell you how James actually came back around. Like you said, Snakehead kind of fell apart. We weren't doing anything, and so I called Mike and I said, you know, why don't we get some cover stuff together and we just go do some gigs for fun, make some money. And so I thought about James as a drummer because he was in another cover band. So we got together and started doing covers with another friend of ours. And all of a sudden I started getting gig offers again for Snakehead. I didn't have a Snakehead band. And James basically talked me into letting him back in the band as the drummer. And I wasn't really sure how it was going to work out, but we went from a cover band back to an original band in about 2 weeks.
Oh, nice.
So we started doing Snakehead songs again. And we're at the point now where some of the songs from the early Snakehead days we had to drop because we had 2 guitar players and just couldn't do it all by myself. And so we're in the midst now of writing new material that we're geared for 1 guitar. And we salvaged quite a few of the Snakehead songs that we're still doing. And we're throwing some covers in there for fun and mixes it up a little bit. And,
people like to hear some cover tunes. They do.
Yeah, you guys did a great
especially
job
the ones
too.
that we do.
Yeah, I like those cover tunes. I mean, I love Red House. My God, what a great.
A touch of the heavy rock.
Yeah.
A touch of the classic.
Yeah, I do miss. We had a ballad called. It was a heavy ballad. It's called Lost in L.A.
Yes.
I do miss that song.
I miss that a lot, man. I mean, it seemed to be it's a very heavy song, you know, very meaningful. But again, we had to scrap it, you know.
Okay.
So I'm kind of missing that kind of thing. But so we're gonna start trying to get that ballad thing, you know. So we have that to bounce off as well, you know. So I'm hoping.
Are you guys having an upcoming show, correct?
The only upcoming show we have right now is Adam doesn't even know about it yet.
I'm always the last to know.
Off-Road Expo called us back at the Pomona Fairplex to do a show there. It's October 4th, I believe, Saturday, and really cool event. Lots of truck parts and wheel parts and things like that.
It's outside. You know where the drag racing and all the car stuff is down there, down that alley.
Yeah.
That's where they have it.
Okay. And your CD's coming out when?
Yeah, we still got to figure the artwork out and get that all done. But I'm hoping to have it ready for release in a couple of months. We have to, as a group, decide on a cover photo and the artwork.
Because we actually recorded it all with all 5 of us.
Okay.
The original 5. So.
The original 5, so there's songs that you guys have to omit or get
we gotta get.
copyrights
And the ones we want to keep, we have to get their permission. You know.
Okay.
We're all cool. We're all family. You know. But it's the process
professional because we kind of went our own ways, you know.
Yeah.
So
As does happen with so many original bands, right? It's just par for the course, you know. Hard to find people on the same page all the time, you know, going the same direction, and you see it in so many bands, you know. People change and things change and
Life happens.
you evolve. And,
Yeah, it's still rolling. Go ahead. No,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
It's rock and roll.
It's never happened before.
At least it wasn't my beer.
I've interviewed during riots. So.
It's like Ferguson down here. It's crazy.
First for everything. It's okay. Is there anything else you guys like to add?
Yeah, I would like people to know that we're on Facebook. Please like the page, and you'll get info on when the CD comes out, where we're playing.
Snakehead.com
It's
or
Snakehead the Band. Actually, Facebook.com/Snakehead the Band.
Okay.
And then our website is snakeheadrocks.com.
Okay.
And there'll be info on there as soon as the CD's released. Every time there's a new show, then it'll be up there. So just keep on checking.
Alright.
And this is Stephen Talbot over here, the singer of the Gutter Boys.
Alright, let me, this is Lucky Smith.